Hey guys, this is Miss Holt in the library. Today we're going to talk a little bit about some different resources that you can use for your upcoming research project. And so we're going to talk about why we should use some databases and then how you can find them and how you can use them for your research. Okay, so I'm going to introduce you to three different databases today. The first two that I'm have on the screen right now, one of them is called Galen Context. The second is called Explora for Teens. These are both what we call general databases, which means they cover many subject areas. These are great databases to use for any variety of project. So I would check out either one or both of these for your research project. The other one I'm going to introduce you to today is called SIRS Issue Researcher. This database contains both sides of what some people may call controversial issues. Kind of depends on your research project if this is something that would be beneficial for you to use or not. These are just a few examples. If you were doing something related to like civil rights movement or racial injustice, if you're doing something related to women or human rights, something related to climate change, those are all kind of what we would consider issues where maybe there's different points of views that have been presented on these issues. There are many different topics contained in this database. However, it may be something where you take a look, and if your topic is not something that they cover, then you would just use Explora or Gale or both of those. Okay, within the databases, there's a variety of resources that you can find. So they're going to have what they call reference links. These are usually pages that come out of a nonfiction book. They're also going to have newspaper or magazine articles. Many of them contain videos. And within the database, you want to always make sure that we're filtering so that you find a full text article, because you just don't want a summary. You want to actually have the article. And if it's necessary or relevant to your research project, you might also want to filter by date published. So if you want something within a specific time frame, you can filter by date published. And we'll take a look at those in just a second. So how are you going to access your databases? Well, if you go to the Walden Middle School page, under About Our School, right here, we have the Media Center. And then underneath that, I have a research page. And it's on that research page that you're going to be able to find the databases. And actually, let's go there right now, and I'll walk you through how to get on there. So we go to Walden, About Our School, Media Center, and then the research page. Then here's the databases that we can link to. And you can see there's a variety of different types of databases. So more current issues, that's where the SIRS Issue Researcher is in. News or general information, you could use any of these. You're probably not going to use like a history database or a science database for your particular project. Okay, then when you get into a database, I'm going to go ahead and open Explora. A couple things. One, you need to always make sure that you click the logo. So right here, we're going to click the logo for Explora to open. Because the initial link goes to Midcontinent, then we're going to open the database. And now you guys need to log in with your S number. So it's going to be S and your library number, or sorry, S and the S number. So if your S number is 12345, it would be S12345. Okay, once we're in the database, a couple tips for searching. You always want to make sure that you are searching with a keyword. And when I say that, I mean, don't type in an entire sentence like, for instance, the former Supreme Court judge who passed away in the fall, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, is well known for her work with women's rights and trying to promote equality for all. So I'm not going to type in like, how did Ruth Bader Ginsburg help women? If I try that, most likely, it may work, but most likely it's going to say what it does right here where it says no results were found. So really what you want to do is just type your specific person or event that you're researching, and then you could additionally add some extra keywords in there. So when I put in her name, it gives me some options. It does say women's rights. It does say accomplishments. These are some other ways that people have searched. I'm just going to go ahead and click on her name to start and see how many results I get. So I do get quite a few results. You can see that it's already limiting over here on the left-hand side to full text. So it is only giving me full text articles. I'm going to leave the publication date the same. Over here on the left-hand side, I can see all the different types of resources available. So encyclopedias is just going to be a general article about Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Magazines, newspapers are going to be more news articles about her. Biographies might be a good spot, a good place to start. So you kind of have some different options in here. And what I would do is just scroll through and maybe see which article or which thing looks like it might help you out. So this one might be an article. If I was trying to find out how she protected equality for all, maybe I would click on this link. This one just talks about the accomplishments. So maybe I'm going to open this one and get a broad overview of all of her accomplishments. Okay, so this brings up the article. Now, don't forget that within an article, you can always do a Control F search, which will open this box up here. And maybe I'm going to do a search for rights because I'm more interested in how she helped with equality or how she protected women's or even humans' rights. And this does take me to a paragraph about women's rights. So this is something I might want to use for my research. Now that I found a great article that I can use, over here on the left, or sorry, the right-hand side gives me some different options. You can try to connect and save it to your Google Drive. I will warn you that I've had some issues with this lately where it's not actually showing up in my Google Drive. So that might be an issue. You can try it. Another thing you can do is click this permalink button. It gives you a link that you can copy. And then maybe you just want to start like a sticky note or a Word document where you can put all of your links for your project. So that's actually what I'm going to do. I'm just going to start a document here. I'm going to put all my links in here. The reason I recommend that you save these articles somewhere, somehow, is you're going to be spending a lot of different time, class periods researching. This way you don't have to go back and find it right away. Okay, so you've got it saved. You can link to it. You may have to click to sign in again, but you've got it saved so you can find it again. Okay, you can also like print it if you would want to do that. And when I say print it, if you click the print button, what I would do here is save it as a PDF file. So go up here to the right, hit save as PDF, and then save it. And then again, save it to your documents folder or something like that. To retitle this so I know what it's called. Again, helpful just because you have the whole article saved. Okay. What I would do though as well is if you think you might use this for your research, go ahead and hit the cite button. We do MLA citation, and then I'm going to copy that and also put it in here. Now I've got my article link and I have my citation saved. This is just helpful so you don't have to go back and find this information later. Okay, so that's Explorer for Teens. Let's take a quick look at SIRS. Remember, this is the issue database where it may work for your topic, it may not work for everybody's topic. So I'm going to search for Ruth Bader Ginsburg and see what comes up. There's quite a few articles on her. Again, I might want to add another search term. Okay, so here's one that says like she was a women's rights icon. So maybe that's an article that I would want to use. This is nice because it gives you a little summary up at the top. This one also allows you to save to Google Drive. If it works. And then this one also gives you the citation. If nothing else, guys, just copy the citation down so you have it saved somewhere. Then you've got the title of the article. You can always find it again if you need to. Okay. One thing I like about the SIRS Issues Researcher too is they kind of give you a variety of articles. So you have newspapers, magazines, books. They also give you some government sources. Depending on your topic, they give you information about other like web resources that are like websites that have been vetted, so you know that they're reliable. Like right here, here's a list of websites to use that should be reliable. So you could click on those. And they also kind of give you a cool thing where I'm going to see if this shows up on here. You can, if you're looking at a specific issue, you can also search for a timeline. So if I'm trying to talk about how women's rights have changed and Ruth Bader Ginsburg's impact on that, maybe I want to use this timeline as a reference as well. Okay, and then lastly, Gale in Context. I'm going to go back. All these are again on the library website. It's Gale in Context is very similar to Explora. It kind of just depends on which one you prefer, which one you want to use. One thing I do like about theirs is I think it's really easy to see the different types of resources up here. So if I just wanted to start with a biography, I could read a little bit more about her. Gale in Context does not have as many resources as Explora, but sometimes that's a good thing because sometimes you get too many resources and it's hard. It's hard to find what you're looking for. Okay, so that's just a quick overview on using all of these different databases. So remember to use keywords when you're searching, okay? And remember some of those database advantages. So they give you the automatic citation. You can connect with Google Drive to save articles, or you can copy a link to save articles. In Explora and Gale, they also have the ability to translate, so you can change it from English to another language if English is not your first language, and you can listen to the articles. So if you want them to read it out loud to you, that's really helpful. And really, the other database advantage is that we don't have to worry about using the CRAP test for databases. They've already been kind of checked out and we know that they're reliable resources. So you can use any of these without having to go through the whole test to figure out, is this a reliable source? Okay. All right. So that's talking about the citations. And now, guys, you have a web link to go to that is really just a Google form. This gives you some practice in using all three of those databases. If you have any questions as you are going through trying to answer the questions or find the answers, please message me on Teams or email me, and I will help you look for that. And when you start doing some research on your topic, if you need help finding some resources, please let me know. All right, you can reach out to me. So this is Ms. Holt, and you can reach me by Teams or by email. Have a great day.